longer, maybe 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes, something like that.
No issues. Can you also share the link? I'll ask my team to make it live on Shoppr page as well.
We are actually already live on
Okay.
Facebook. But guys, if you want to share it, you can just go on PitchGround Facebook page and share the live video. Just start watch party if you want to support this.
Okay.
All right, I'm going live here on Zoom as well. Perfect. We're live everywhere. Amazing. All right, so guys, this is 4th time we are here together with Nikunj and with Shoppr, and today is special. Now, why? Because, well, we are going live with Shoppr, and so Shoppr
Finally.
Lifetime Deal is what is that?
I'm saying finally, like after a lot of hard work and
Oh
like
yeah,
working with your team, and it's a D-day for us.
absolutely. But I don't see that we are live on a Facebook page for some reason. I think, let me check if we're live on YouTube. But fortunately, not many people are still joining because Facebook is our main platform. But let me check. Yes, we're live on Facebook. All right, amazing. So once again, guys, thanks everybody for joining. This is a webinar when we are launching Shoppr Lifetime Deal, an amazing e-commerce analytics platform. We are here for 4th time with Nikunj. I finally know how to pronounce your name, which is amazing. And on this webinar, you will actually, for the first time, you will see what is this platform all about, since now we are educating you in analytics, in data, how to understand your customers more. But on this webinar, we will show you the actual platform. All detailed walkthrough and all the fun stuff will be covered in this webinar. So please guys, if you're in e-commerce industry, if you own an e-commerce store, or if some of your clients have an e-commerce store, this webinar is for you, and please keep watching. And as always, you can ask any questions you want. Actually, we encourage you to ask as many questions as you want, because I'm gonna be noting them all. And then in the second half of this webinar, we'll be answering them. So if you have any questions, just let us know in one of the chats on Facebook or on YouTube, and we'll be answering all the questions. So I think that's about for the introduction, and I'm so excited to finally get started and show and see the platform and how exactly it works. So Nikunj, before we jump into it, tell me what are your feelings right now, and yeah, just tell me if everything is ready and set to go.
Yes, so we are super excited. My whole team is working behind the scene. We have been trying to push a lot of things for people to use it when we go live, and we made sure everything is stable. They like the platform, the UX, and everything is proper. And once we go through walkthrough, I'm super excited to talk to a lot of people who are going to use it for their e-commerce stores, or even for their clients who they're serving as an agency. It will be very useful for them. And then we can also go through the roadmap later on after the demo is done. So, and open to hear to the feedback from people. We are going to build a lot of new features. So if you have any suggestions for the integrations, or you need something which is like which could actually grow your business, let us know. We'll definitely consider and provide it to you.
100%. All right, so let's jump into it, guys. Please, if you have any questions, ask us right away here on Facebook or on YouTube, and we will be answering everything for you. So let's dive into it.
You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, this is a Shoppr website, growth-centered analytics for e-commerce. These are the integrations that you'll find inside Shoppr, and there'll be a lot more coming in future. We have a lot of interesting dashboards, interesting analytics, KPIs for your business to track. We will go through them one by one. So I think a lot of people who are part of this webinar must have visited the website. They've seen what Shopper does, and they might have little idea about it. So to shall we like jump into the app itself directly? Jacob?
Once again, I lost you for a second.
So I'm saying, shall we directly jump to the app?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what people are waiting for.
Okay, okay. So let me create a fresh account. So you can find, like, if you already have an account, you can just log in. If you don't have an account, you can sign up from here. I'm going to create a new account. I'm going to set up everything from the scratch, so you know what is the flow and stuff. Okay. Okay. Sign up.
I see more people are joining. Exciting. So guys, if you
So
are an e-commerce store owner right now, it's the best time to ask. So let's do it.
yeah. So once you sign up, we'll send you a verification email that you will receive in your inbox. So just to verify your account email address, once that is done, let me click on this, and then you are on the login page of Shoppr.
Nikunj, if you could please talk a little bit inside the microphone, because once you
Yes,
are
yes.
looking up there, we don't hear you well.
Okay, okay. So I have signed up. I have successfully verified my account. So once you come to the platform, if you haven't connected any of your e-commerce store yet, you will come to this screen. And from the screen, so first step is to connect your e-commerce store with Shoppr. So we are going to show all of the integrations today. Let's start with Shopify first. So you can select any integration that you have if you're only using WooCommerce or if you're only using BigCommerce, any of them, you can just select from here. Go to the next. Here in this video, you will find how to integrate your account with this. So basically for Shopify, we need your shop URL, which is an internal URL that you will find on your Shopify dashboard. So you just need to enter that. So let's say we have our own store, which is so I have connected this particular domain, but once I log in into that, I'll able to find my actual domain, which is I need to go to admin panel. So if you see when I do admin, I actually find the URL. So you just need to copy that URL and type in here. So in our case, it is data one demo. So I'll show you inside the Shopify app. I think I already put in my credentials, so it is logging me in. So it is visible on your top. It is data one demo at .myshopify.com. So I'll just come back here into Shoppr and I'll add that URL, data one demo, and I just need to. So just for the simplicity, let me log
So it's
out from.
important to input the website. I mean the
Yes,
word before my Shopify, right?
yes, 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 yes. So once you enter it and press the connect, it will redirect you to your Shopify account just to authenticate the shopper. Uh, so on the screen, you will find like what are the permission shopper needs from your store. Once you authorize those permission, it will come back and it will start setting up the dashboard for you. So let me log into my account. Okay. Okay, I'm all logged in. And it has started connecting.
How long does this usually take, this connecting part?
So it takes less than a minute.
Okay.
It's very quick process. Like once you connect, Shoppr will start syncing your store data with our platform to set up all the dashboards. You'll find the screen for a minute. You can just like simply close it or wait for some time. Once you have connected your store, next that we ask you to connect your marketing channels. So let's say if you're using Mailchimp with your Shopify account, or if you're using Facebook ads or Google ads, this is the screen that you can connect to. Or let's say if you don't want to do right away, you can skip this step,
Okay.
and it will give you a very quick tour of what Shoppr does. So we are setting up your dashboard for you, and this is here's a quick tour for the dashboard. So what are the things to see in Shoppr? So let's go through it. Okay, so here is the part where you can set up a custom goals, or in Shoppr we call them success matrices. So you can define as many matrices as you want. It is like very simple to do it. You just need to, we'll come to it. Like you just need to create a matrix, set up your target, and then set up the timeline for the target, and it will start tracking it for you. Okay. Next is, if you have connected multiple stores with your Shoppr account, you can switch between them from here. So it will show you, like if you have multiple stores, we will do that once we connect any of the stores. So if you have multiple stores, it will show all the stores here. So you can switch between the dashboard. So every dashboard has a context of your store. So you don't need to so it will always be visible that on which shop dashboard you are, so that it gives you more context on what data you are looking at, and stuff like that, right? The next is a timeline. So this is a whole timeline for all the dashboard. So you can select like for which timeline you want to analyze the data, and it will basically set up all the dashboard according to this timeline. So it's very simple. You just need to select like it is today, last day, yesterday, last month, and stuff like that, and it will set
Yes.
up all. The next one is the activity bar. So here we show like what is happening on your store. So if there are recent orders or recent sign up customers purchases, stuff like that, that will come here. So you can also filter them through this. Like if you want to only see the customer updates or products updates or order updates, you can do it from here. Next is important numbers at a glance. So this will show you for the timeline that you have selected. If you have new customers, new orders, new products, or the amount of sales that you are doing on that particular timeline, it will come up here. Okay, so this is the home dashboard. From here, you can like track everything on a single glance. The next one is your profile page. So if let's say if you want to integrate marketing channel, let's say you did not do it at the first step, and now you want to add a marketing channel to a store, you can do it from here. So from your profile, you'll find all the list of the stores that you have connected, and then you can just click on plus sign, integrate a marketing channel, and proceed. Okay, you can manage your account settings from here. So let's say if you want to disconnect the store, or if you want to rename it and stuff like that, you just click on three dotted lines here, and it will come up. It will give you the options. Okay, and I think after this two, you're all set to use Shoppr. So okay, I'm all
Let's
set.
dive in.
Yeah. So when I go to home dashboard, my data is all like currently syncing. So it is telling me the progress so far. So 5% of my whole data is synced so far. And then everything is being set up right now. So once this is done 100%, all the numbers will come here. So you can also select timeline. So let's say I want to do lifetime, like throughout my store's existence. So it is telling me that for the lifetime, I have acquired 51,112 customers. There were 73,658 orders. I have 82,582 products on my store, and I have done about 122 million rupees worth of sales in this timeline, right? So I
That's a
can
huge
also,
store.
yeah, yeah. So on a home dashboard, so this we call a home dashboard where these are like very quick numbers. Then it also show you your sales patterns. So let's say on the store, this is a demo store. So we had ingested data once. That's why the data is very huge, and then you see a spike in that particular time, right? So but on actual store, this spike could be on a different months, different timelines. It gives you sense of like where, like, let's say if you do it for 1 year, it tells you like in which months you have a higher sales, and in which months you usually don't do well. So it helps you understand that. If you have connected your marketing channels, and if there are any active campaigns on, let's say, Mailchimp or Facebook or Google Ads, the number of campaigns will come up here, so you can know like how many campaigns are currently going on and stuff like that. Then it shows you like what is the ratio of your new customers versus repeated customers. So right now the timeline is lifetime, so obviously that all of them are new customers, and then 50-60% of those customers have made repeat purchases during this timeline. And obviously the timeline is lifetime, so there's no churn or retention rate that way. But if you go month wise or for a different timeline, you will see the numbers here, like what is the pattern, how many users you are retaining month on month, how many customers are churning out from your platform and stuff like that. Okay. Here you will find certain
How did you come up with these metrics to track? Like, is it based on your experience as an e-commerce store owner?
So these are like used. These are standard matrices
Okay.
used across the industry. So there are formulas available for them. We just crunch the numbers for you and save you hassle of doing those things manually. So Shoppr does it for you on the go, right? Then there are certain options. So let's say if you want to join our Facebook group or leave us a feedback or report an issue and like create a feature request, all of those things you can do it from here. And then there are certain review options. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a home dashboard for you. Let me connect one more store, and then we can like go into other dashboards. So I'll quickly go to my profile page. If you are on a billing plan, it will show here. You can apply your PitchGround coupons through here. And right now I have only one connected store. So it is showing up here. If I want to add another shop here, I can click on here. It will show all these options. So let's do WooCommerce next. Okay. I'll click on next. It will ask me to like give a name. So let's say Shoppr. And on this, you need to enter your store URL. So for us, it is woocommerce.in. This is just an internal domain that we use. It is all ours.
Okay.
Okay. So let me go to my WooCommerce stores. So basically, once you, if you want to integrate WooCommerce, you will have to generate a key and a secret. So I'll show you how to do it. So obviously, you will have an admin panel on your WooCommerce store. Let's go to admin. So you need to log into admin. Okay, I have already my username and password set up here. So it will take me to the dashboard. Okay. So here, if you have WooCommerce installed, you will find this WooCommerce options, right? You need to go to settings. And you need to go to advanced settings of your WooCommerce settings. So once you go to advanced, you'll find an option to generate API keys. Okay, so here you see an option called REST API. You need to click on that option and it will ask you to generate, it will give you an option to add new keys. So let's add key. So do note that we only need read permission from your store. We are never going to write on your store. We are never going to modify any data as of now because there is no such use case.
Yes.
If in future, if there is any use case where we also need a write permission, we will tell you why we need that, and then we'll ask you to add additional permission to your API key. As of now, we only need read permission. So when you create API key, make sure that you're only giving a read permission to us. So I'm giving description as Shoppr because I'm connecting. It helps you remember that which keys are for which use case and stuff like that. Right. So
Very
once
cool.
you give name, write, read permission, it has generated keys for me. So I'll copy the consumer key from here and I'll input them here. Okay, and I will go back and I'll copy consumer secret from here and put them here. Once that is done, you just need to press on connect. That will take some time to talk to our systems, and once that is done, you'll land on the dashboard. So again, we have started syncing your WooCommerce data. So you'll see the screen for a while. You can simply skip it if you don't want to wait here. Once you do that, you will again land on Shoppr dashboard. Right. Now, if you see, your store is connected and it will show on top of here. It will also show here that you are on a Shoppr store, and if you want to integrate any marketing channel with it. If you're using any of these channels for your WooCommerce account, you can, like with your WooCommerce website, basically you can integrate them here. We're going to have a separate walkthrough for this, so I'm skipping it for now. Okay. Once that is done, again you are on a dashboard. You will find the data sync progress here. It depends on the amount of data that you have on your store. If there's a huge amount of historical data, it will take a bit of a time. But if it is like a fairly new store, it will sync it very quickly, right? So the process takes somewhere between 1 to 3 hours, depending on the amount of data the store has, right? So let's, before going to next integration, let's talk about the next dashboard, which is sales dashboard, right?
Okay.
So let me change the timeline. So you see some beautiful numbers. I'm going to lifetime. Okay. Right. So once you are on a sales dashboard, you will see the total number of orders and the timeline, like how is the pattern. What is the amount of sales has been generated on the store, the total orders, total sales, there is a pattern. What is the average order value on your store? So it is, for this particular store, it is 1128 pounds right now, and the timeline is, let's say, I'll select it last year. It will also show me these numbers. So what is the difference? So if you see, I have selected last year, so it is showing me last to last year my sale was 1.14 million pounds, which has been like in the last year period it was 1.12 million pounds, and this is the difference, and this is the the growth has been declining, right? So it will show me here. Then it will show me order wise product category performance. So like in each category, how many orders has been, and like how is the pattern, which particular. So obviously if I'm running an e-commerce store, I'll be selling items which falls into multiple categories. So let's say if you're running a store of, let's say, mobile accessories, right? So you'll be selling headphones, which is in headphones category. Then you'll be selling mobile covers, which is on covers category. And then if you have any other accessories for mobile, we'll have a separate category for them. So which particular category is performing how, you will be able to figure out from here. So you can see like in some categories there's a large number of orders, and in some categories there's a small number of orders and stuff like that, right? Then I'll see like what is the pattern on my completed orders. So like month on month, how am I like how many completed orders. So there is once somebody places an order, there is a whole a pipeline, right? The order is placed, then it is into processing phase. Then sometimes the customer cancels the order or requests a refund, or if there is a delay from your end. There's different stages of an order pipeline. So you, if you want to understand like how many orders you are able to complete month on month, you can do from here. Then there is a order growth timeline. So like every month, like what is the growth rate of your orders, and how many orders are being placed, and that kind of metrics to understand what is the pattern. Like if you see like in certain months the growth is very high, so those months you are doing really well, selling more and stuff like that. Then there are certain months where there is a declining growth, so that you understand the pattern. Like if you want to plan for the future, these kind of matrices will help you. Then it shows the top 10 products versus sales. So which are like top 10 products on my store, and what is the amount of sales that they have generated, right? And which are like my top 10 customers, and how much for how much amount they have made purchases on my store. If you see here, Diana has like made purchases worth 7,221, right, for this particular store. And then all your top 10 best customers are here, so you know like who are your better customers and reach out to them.
That's amazing. Those are
Right,
insights that are usually very hard or even impossible to get from
right,
analytics.
right. Then we have demographics. So it shows you list of top 10 locations by sales, like from which top 10 location more sales is coming in. So like you will see the names here, like county names in this case, right? So it is like the store is global. So you are seeing the worldwide map. If you are based out of particular country, and if you are like only selling in that country, you will only see the country map here. So we will see, we can like will integrate one more store which has like only single country. So you'll basically in that case you will see all the states, top 10 states from your sales, and top 10 states from your orders perspective. So like it is not necessary that where the sales is more, the number of orders are more in that particular area, right? So it could be different. So here you will see the same demographics from the number of orders perspective, like which locations are doing better. Okay. And then order versus sales, like month on month, like how many orders and the sales I am doing, and stuff like that. So you can understand the pattern from here, and plan accordingly. This is
Great.
very interesting, items per order versus orders. So usually if you're selling product bundles, this helps you understand like how many products in a single bundle generally works for your store. So let's say for this particular store, 2 3 products in a single bundle, there are 238 orders which has like products in a cart, which in like number between 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and like 5 to 6 orders. So this range will also define based on the orders that you have gotten, right? So if you have a customers who have like bought quantities of let's say 15 20, you will also see those distribution here, right?
I see more people are joining, guys. We're talking about Shoppr, so please, if you have any questions about what you're seeing or maybe what you're not seeing, let us know in the comments, and we'll be answering it in a Q&A session of this webinar.
Okay. So I wanted to do next integration, but before that, if we have any questions, we can take right now, and regarding like products dashboard or sales dashboard that we have talked about.
No, regarding this, not yet. We have a couple different questions, but let's keep it all the questions for Q&A part in the second part of this webinar.
Okay, okay. So let me let's do another integration and then come back to dashboards. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we have done Shopify, we have done WooCommerce. Let's do Instamojo next. So this is a like very simple integration. This is more sophisticated. You just need to provide a name here. So I'll provide the name. So this is mainly India specific. So if there are people who are using Instamojo as a payment gateway and also like set up a store on Instamojo platform, you can use Shoppr to analyze patterns on your Instamojo store. So once you give a name and click on connect, it will redirect you to Instamojo. I have already put in my credentials, so you just need to log in into your account. Okay. Let me sign in with Google. Just give me a moment. Okay, this is here. I think I have a Instamojo account with a different email ID. I'll have to go to that.
It's always difficult having multiple multiple
Yeah,
email
yeah,
IDs.
yeah. There are so many email accounts that I manage. Just a moment.
All right.
Uh,
I see more questions are coming, guys. Please hold on. We'll show you how you can integrate Shoppr with Instamojo. We so far showed you Shopify and WooCommerce. So if you joined a little bit later, replay will be available. So don't worry.
it's not working.
So you cannot join now the Instamojo account.
Just a moment. Why is the password? Somebody. There's a bit of a confusion about the password because so many accounts are there. Just a moment.
I see that as a true data analyst and CEO, you like security a lot. not using the same password for everything is actually smart, guys.
Yeah. Okay, I got the password. Hopefully this works. Yeah, it's working.
Woohoo! We are in! Nikunj the hacker hacked his own email.
So Instamojo is very sophisticated. You don't need to copy any URLs or any stuff. You just need to like log into your Instamojo account. It will bring a pop-up where you can actually provide all the permissions that we need. Okay, I think I'll have to do it again because it's asking me to verify. Okay, I don't know why it is doing it again. We have already done this process, but let's do it. Okay, where is the OTP? Okay, here. Okay, I think in this account there's no
But what
store
would
setup.
usually happen is that you will connect Instamojo,
Yeah,
right? And you will get
yeah, yeah.
access to all the dashboards you.
Yes, yes, same. So let's, I think, let's go back. I'll ask my teammate to set up find the right account where we have a store, and meanwhile we can process with the next integration. Okay, sorry for the hiccup, guys.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so let's connect BigCommerce. BigCommerce is also a bit of a lengthy process. So it will take multiple steps. So you will have to find out certain credentials from your BigCommerce account and then paste it here, BigCommerce Shoppr. Now you need to enter, if you're using BigCommerce, you will probably be aware about a store health that BigCommerce provides. So you have to find out your store health. So let's go to BigCommerce and figure out like how to find out your store health. Just a moment. So let's go to BigCommerce.
So, but basically the integration part is usually very simple, right? So,
Yes, yes.
so you're now showing like how to connect different systems, but after you connect them, you will get the same data, right, for each system.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So maybe we don't have to like show each of the systems, like if the if because it's taking quite some time, and I mean it's quite straightforward, like to connect all these systems, and maybe we could show
Yes, yes.
how the dashboard works and what data we can read from that and so on.
Yes. So I think all the integration videos will be available to you post this webinar. PitchGround team has done like amazing work preparing video. You will see Welzy in those videos explaining how
Yeah,
to
it's fun.
how to integrate these accounts. So you'll find it there, and you should be able to do it very quickly. It is like very simple. All the guides are available, and if you face any challenge, I'll be always there to help you out with particular integration. Right.
Yes.
So we are skipping this part, and we are coming back to dashboards. Let's go to. So we have talked about so far. We have talked about your sales dashboard. Now let's go to the next one. I'm skipping this track dashboard. It is very important to understand. So I'm keeping it last. And now I'm moving to your customers dashboard. Okay. And okay, let me go to my WooCommerce store, which has beautiful data, and also select the timeline as, let's say, last year. And I'm coming back to my customers dashboard. Okay, I'm on customers dashboard. I've selected the timeline as last year, and once you select, so if you want to analyze the patterns, like how many customers you are acquiring month on month, it will come up here. So for last year, I have had like 398 customers. I can also see like what is my churn rate and retention rate. Then in this case, like I have had a very high churn rate, 48.10% of my customers have churned out, but I was able to retain 51.90% of my customers. There's a growth in churn rate, which is bad, and there's a decline in retention rate, which is also bad. Okay. You can also see like if there are new versus repeated customer ratio. So during this timeline of last year, I have had like 21.2% of these customers were new customers, and 86% of the customers were like repeat customers. They made like they signed up and then made purchases again and again and again, which is very good actually for your store. So 18.73% growth in your repeat customer is like fantastic for your online store, right? Then we have a distribution of purchase frequencies. So like how many people from your store have purchased only once. So you'll see here 458 people have purchased only once, then purchased twice, thrice. So you can analyze like how many purchases people are making based on this distribution chart here, right? Then again, demographics, so from which location, like there are a lot of customers, so you'll be able to find out top 10 locations where your customers are based out of, right? This is very important when you are running Facebook ads. It gives you an option to target people based on their location, right? If you know like most of your people are coming from this particular location, you can add those locations in your targeting strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is again a global store, so a lot of people across the world are buying products and stuff like that. Then like which are my top 10 products and how many customers have bought those products, right? So there are, if you see there's like this is very dummy data on store, but these are the product names and like how many people have bought those products. On this particular store, I don't have any refunders, but if you have a lot of refunders on your platform and like if you want to keep a tab on like how many people are asking refund again and again, this is a place where you can find out how many, who are the refunders and how many refunds they have requested. So that will come up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will be able to find out all your purchasing customers from this particular list. So these are the customers who have made like 4 orders, how much amount they have spent, what is the average. Uh, in WooCommerce, there is specific use case where people can do guest checkout. Sorry. So people can do guest checkouts. So if they have not signed up on your platform as a customer and just did a user guest checkout option, you will also find a user type guest here. That means they are not actually like they don't usually guest checkout is sometimes a negative, because if they're making repeat purchases but they are not like creating an account, there might be trust issues or something like that. Every time if they're using guest checkout option, you have to make sure that your sign up process is very simple and they are able to set up their accounts very easily. So in one
Right.
particular user who recently signed up, we noticed that 95% of his customers were guest using guest checkout as an option, right?
Hmm.
So that was like interesting insight to figure out. Let's move to the next dashboard, which is also let me show you the way to create success metrics or a goal, right? So you see a plus sign here. You just need to click on plus. Let's say I want to set up a target for my customers. I want to acquire, let's say, 1,000 customers, and I want to acquire them within, let's say, this year, right? And so it will show me like this year is a leap year, so you see 366 days in this year, and I'll save this matrix and it will start tracking this particular metric. So for this, like this year I have already got 1,653 customers. I've set up a very low target, so let me do it 10,000 and see this, right? So if you see, it has already started tracking this particular metric, and it is telling you that this much progress you have made so far towards your goal, and like what is the pattern like. So I have acquired some customers in February and January and stuff like that. So it is telling me those numbers, right?
Great.
Let's move to products dashboard. So okay. Uh, so for this last year, I have sold 10,618 products, 1.12 million pounds. And then I have added only one new product in this last year, right? There were 994 orders and then sales. Uh, this is also again an interesting insight, which is telling you about what kind of price ranges work for your store, right? So you see, this particular distribution comes from the highest value product from your store and the lowest value product from your store, and then it will
Mm-hmm.
distribute according to number of orders that you are getting in that particular price range. So let me go here. Let's say this particular time range is 145, 164, where I have got 339 orders and 32 products are in this particular price range on my store. So if you are introducing new products, this gives you an insight like what kind of price ranges work for you. So you can like keep introduce new products in that particular price range, and then try to reach out to your customer who prefers to buy in that particular price range on your store. Then you see all your top selling products here. Right now, we are not fetching product images from your store, but we will soon be doing that. So you'll actually see the actual images. Right now, it is just the names of your top 10 products, like which are top selling products, and which are your least selling products as well. So you will find those products here, and then you will find in which categories. Like I have 4 categories, and this is like number of products I have in those particular categories. So sometimes it becomes very hard to figure out like in which category how many products are there, and if you are analyzing your inventory and stuff like that, this becomes very handy for you to like figure out how many products are there if you have missed out any products or categories and stuff like that. And then also like a list of all your products. So if you want to like use it on Excel sheet, or do something with it, you can like just download your all product list from here. Right now there is an option to export to CSV, and then you can also like later on we'll also add options to like integrate with other platforms, right?
All right.
Let me also connect marketing channels. So we'll quickly connect them. I think that is super easy. So it shouldn't take as much time. Shall we start with Facebook? So you need to provide integration name. So this is a name that you can remember. Uh, so it helps you identify the particular channel on your Shoppr account. It will ask me to log in. Okay, I'll connect my account. Okay, so it tells me that I have previously linked Shoppr to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
but in your case it will be first time, so it will see like you will see which kind of permission it asks. And so once I have connected, I have multiple ad accounts. So it will ask me to select particular ad account. In this case, let me Shoppr, and then next, and just connect. So once you connect, you will find a new entry here of your campaigns dashboard. You can expand it. So right now, campaigns is in beta. We are working on a whole new experience for campaigns, but you will find a dedicated dashboard for your Facebook ads here. And if I go there, it will bring all my campaigns here if they're running, if they're paused or stuff like that. And this becomes so a lot of people, when they are running e-commerce store, they spend time tracking these matrices. So they have to go to their shop dashboard, and then they have to go to their ads dashboard and stuff like that. If you just want to track your CTR or reach or spend, CPC, CPM, everything is brought here for you. So you don't need to switch between dashboards and figure out stuff. Right now it is very limited, but we are going to bring a lot of interesting things here. So that's why we have kept this in beta. Once we start getting more data from people, we will come up with more insights, more ways for you to utilize your Facebook ads account better, right? Right now it is very super easy way for you to track your campaigns and important matrices which are brought here. We are also looking for more feedback on this. Like if you are looking for any particular thing for your Facebook ads to be tracked, let us know, and then we'll improvise on that. Okay. Let me connect one more channel,
Okay.
which is my Google Ads.
Again, emails. Which one is it?
Okay, so it will ask me like what access details we need from your account. So manage AdWord campaign. Once you allow us those details, come back here, and it will select the manager ad account. So if there is a manager ad account on your ads, it will show that account. And then there could be multiple ad accounts under a single manager ad account. So let's say this one I'm using, maybe this one. Okay, this one, and just connect. Okay, once you have connected, again you will go to your campaigns dashboard, and you will find Google Ads connected there. So I have ran couple of ads here, and those ads will come up here, the budget and stuff like that. Again, this is very basic as of now, because it's in beta, but we need people to connect more ads accounts, and then we'll try to come up with more insights on this. Audiences for these accounts will also show up here very soon. So keep an eye on this thing. And let me connect the final one, which is my Mailchimp account. Okay. Again, password. Okay, I'm here.
Guys, I see more people are joining still, which is amazing. So for those of you who joined right now, we're talking about Shoppr. Right now, we're showing you how to integrate tools such as Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and so on, Mailchimp, to get the data from it and then create like comprehensive analytics on top of that to make informed decisions. So if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, on Twitch, so you can reach out to us anywhere you want, and we will answer them shortly.
Okay, so now on my home dashboard, you will see I have connected all the channels. If there are active campaigns, they will come up here, so you can like at a glance know how many active campaigns are on which channel, and stuff like that, right? I'll again this lifetime. So I've run like 5 ad campaigns on Google, 2 ad campaigns on Mailchimp, and, 3 on Mailchimp and 2 on Facebook ads, right? Then I can also see my Mailchimp dashboard here. Okay, yeah. So these are my mailing list, like how many subscribers are there, and what is like open rate and click through rate for those mailing lists. These are the campaigns that I have done through Mailchimp. So if you see Facebook group invite campaign, open rate was this, user engagement was this, user interaction was this, and stuff like that. What was your click through rate on that campaign? Everything is here. So you don't need to like go to your Mailchimp account to track your campaigns and stuff like that, right? So all of them are here. They will also show you the type of campaign that you've run and stuff like that. So it's super easy to like analyze and see together. We are working on a new like dashboard where like all of these combined insights. So let's say obviously when you're doing campaigns, you're doing on multiple channels, right? So if you have run a Mailchimp campaign for certain products and you're also doing ads on Google and Facebook, you will be able to like compare performance across channels on a single dashboard. So that's why we have kept this in beta. But you will like see a whole holistic dashboard where you can analyze performance of your all marketing channels together and do create your strategy based on like which channels are working better for you, where you need improvisation. You can also do budget allocation according to their performance and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have left out one dashboard which is called track. Let
Okay.
me go to track dashboard. Okay. So this particular customer segments part takes a little bit of time right now. We will definitely improve performance. You'll see the numbers, but obviously if your store has a large amount of data, it takes a bit of a time to improve, learn that data and create customer segments. But for customer shift, it is very interesting to understand. So this basically shows you how your customers are progressing from one state to another state. So the states are defined here. So let's say there were certain idle customers in P1, like P1, what it is, it shows you here. So this is basically October 21 to 2019 to November 20, 2019. So all of these are defined here. These are like basically quarter on quarter or timelines. You can also change this timeline from here if you want to analyze last 6 months or any other timeline. You can select and then see like if your idle customers, like in this particular case, there were idle customers who have become like repeat customers, right? And then again they have become idle customers. So you can analyze patterns like this, and then there are a lot of people who are registering but not like making any purchases. You see a very thin line which is like hardly visible. So you have to figure out a way to like get these people to make their first purchase. So you will also see like those kind of suggestions here very soon, where you will see if there are. Let me check if I have customer segments in other shops. We can go better. I'm switching to Shopify dashboard to figure out if I have customer segments. Okay, customer segments are not. Okay, they are ready for this. Yes. Okay. So we have customer segments for Shopify data. So these are the segments for my Shopify account. So there's a large chunk of customer base which is inactive. Then there's a large chunk of base which are not defined yet. And then there are small chunks which says recent customers, lost customers, big spenders, uh, at risk and stuff like that. So let's understand these things. So if you see the first tab here, it says retain, right? So it means that you have to retain these segments of customers. These are your like best customers, loyal customers, or upcoming best customers and stuff like that. So if you see segments classified under this section group segments representing your success. Basically, you should take measures to retain these customers for a longer period of time. And it will also give you a suggestion on what kind of campaigns to do on these particular segment, right? So it is also there. Then the next one is monitor. So basically, these are your customers which are not your like best customer yet, but if you monitor them, if you figure out ways, they can actually graduate to like your best customer. So here, the new big spenders, active low spenders, recent customers, mediocre customers, everyone will come here, and there will be like details provided. So what kind of campaigns you need to do, and what does this mean basically to help you understand.
Okay.
Then next one is recaptures. So basically, these are the customers, they have lost interest in your store, and if you see that number is very huge. So 5,000. Wait, okay. 5,091 customers are inactive customers, and then there are 54 lost customers, and then there are 8 customers who are I am at the risk of losing them, or they will again become like inactive or lost customers. So these are campaign suggestions for these kind of customers, and you have to figure out ways to graduate them into monitor phase and then retain phase and stuff like that, right? And then there are 585 customers which are like we are not able to figure out in which category they are falling into. So right now they are in other segments. For each of these segments, you can click on particular segment, and the data here will change. So you can actually download these segments. So their email ID is first name, last name. You can download as of now as a CSV. Very soon you will be able to create a Mailchimp list out of it, or you'll be able to create a Facebook audience out of this data. So you can actually retarget them, or or do a mailing campaign with them. So I can select which segments I want to download from here, and it will show me the data for that particular segment. So let me do big spenders. I select big spenders, and the data will come up for all the big spenders on my platform, and then I can export the CSV for them, and use it for my audiences and stuff like that. Right? And then customer shift is we have seen, and then there's average customer lifetime. So what is like average lifetime of a customer when you acquire them and throughout the journey for them. So for this particular store, the lifetime is very low. Initially, it was very high, and stuff like that, right? So you can figure out those things from here. I'm again switching back to e-commerce for the better data.
Can you imagine running an e-commerce store without these metrics?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
I think it's a game changer, right?
Yeah. So I think that is Shoppr for you, and a lot of interesting things are also coming in. So Jakob, do you want to take questions now, or should we run?
Yeah, I think we can take questions. We received a couple, so we have around 20 questions. So guys, meanwhile, while we will be answering your questions, please don't hesitate to ask more of them, and we'll answer them too. So let me share my screen. I have it here ready. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
You also started using Canva for presentations.
Oh yeah, I've been using it for a long time. Okay, guys. So as you probably know, Shoppr Lifetime Deal is already live. You can check it on this URL. It's pitchground.com/products/Shoppr, or you can just go on pitchground.com and find it there by clicking on deals in the menu, and you will find all the details there. So let's start from the very basic question. Who is Shoppr for? Who should be using Shoppr?
So Shoppr is for obviously the e-commerce entrepreneurs who are running their store on their own. So not like selling on marketplaces, but using platforms like Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, Magento to do their sales. It is for them. It is also for people like who serve agencies who serve e-commerce customers as a client. Maybe manage the marketing. Shopper will make your life easy to do reporting to your customers, to track their progress. We are also going to bring white label PDF reports for you, so you can actually send out like schedule reports for them and automate a lot of your work. And your customers are going to love the reports that Shopper will send to them. You'll be also able to configure those reports and timeline and stuff like that. So it will make your life easy to like keep tab of all your e-commerce customers and like what is happening in different marketing channels for them, what is happening on the store. And sometimes what happens is like uh, they don't they have only access to marketing channels, they don't know what is actually happening on the store, right? So if they have connected Shopper e-commerce store and the marketing channels on Shopper, you will have the whole view of like your customers, and if your campaigns are actually generating more sales for them, and it will help you strategize based on that. So it will be really useful for agencies as well whose target audience is basically e-commerce too.
In short, if you want to understand your e-commerce store and e-commerce audience more, Shoppr is for you.
Yes.
Great. Next question. Can I use Shoppr with Shopify?
Yes.
That's it. Yes, you can use it with Shopify. You can just connect it. And we actually created the tutorials, very detailed tutorials showing how you can connect everything. So you can find them already in our Facebook group. So check them. It's around, I believe, 10 videos. And they're really amazing and fun to watch. They're done by our new head of knowledge, Valerie, who's kicking ass. He's really cool. So make sure that you will check it because it will explain you everything how to connect and stuff. All right, what are the available integrations?
So as of now, there are Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, Magento, Instamojo, Facebook ads, Google ads, and Mailchimp uh, as an integration available. Magento is actually done. It will be live tomorrow or day after. We are just like finalizing stuff on that.
Wow,
All of the integrations are ready to go. You can actually sign up on Shopper right now and start connecting your account.
that's perfect. All right. Next question. I have multiple store. Can I connect them all? Connect all of them?
Yes. So Shopper has like we have designed Shopper keeping these kind of entrepreneurs in mind who actually run multiple stores, and it is hard for them to like go to all dashboards. So you can like connect all your store even if they are on a different platform. Will be able to track their sales and other interesting metrics that we have just seen now from one single dashboard. Switching between stores is super easy. You can do it from the drop down button.
Great. What unlimited store connect means in, I believe it's referring to the deal description on our page.
Yeah. So we haven't, so for this particular deal with PitchGround, we haven't put any limit on the number of stores you can connect with Shopper. If you are an agency who has 10 or 15 or 20 e-commerce customers, you can ask all your customers to connect their stores on Shopper. Or if you are an entrepreneur who is like running multiple brands, multiple e-commerce stores, you can connect as many as you have.
Great. Okay. Guys, I see the questions you were sending. I will be answering them after we finish this batch of questions. Then there will be another one. What metrics can I measure?
So there are 40 different matrices on dashboards. If you see, we have just gone through them.
Yes.
So if you see, there are like your top customers, recent customers, new customers versus repeat customers. your customer segments, their journeys, and stuff like that. So there are like 40 plus different matrices that you can measure using Shoppr for your e-commerce store plus your marketing channels, obviously.
Great, great. Can I export data? What formats?
Yes, you can export all your data. Right now, the formats are CSV, which is very simple. So you can like modify them and set it according to different platforms. We will have a native integrations with Facebook audiences very soon, Mailchimp also very soon, and Google Ads. So three of these platforms, one-click export will be available within Shoppers. You can create a mailing list, you can create an audience and stuff like that. But right
All
now,
right.
CSV is ready to go. You can download your products, customers, your customer segments, and stuff like that.
Do you have a Facebook group?
Yes, we have Facebook group. It is facebook.com/group/shopper. You can join right now.
All right. Are you combining data from different sources? For example, Google Analytics, WooCommerce, Facebook, Google Ads, and generating new insights from these?
Yes. So right now, Google Analytics is not there, but WooCommerce, Facebook, Google Ads are everything there. You have seen like what kind of insights we are showing, and this is the key area that we will be focusing on going forward. So you will see a lot of interesting insights and new features coming in into this particular area where for other platforms it is just showing you dashboard. For us, it is helping you. So the way we see the way our tagline says like growth centered analytics, so everything that we will do will roam around the growth of an e-commerce store, so you'll find a lot of interesting stuff in terms of insights on Shopper.
Love it. Amazing. Next question. Is it like Conversific?
It is so Conversific is one of the competitors, but what they are doing is only for Shopify. So we are bringing that power to most of the popular e-commerce platform, and we are doing much more. So like we are going to do much more than what Conversific does for your store. So in terms of like cross-channel analytics, bringing more insights using machine learning, you'll find a lot of interesting things that are not available with Conversific that you will find on Shopper.
All right. Gray metrics integration.
Gray metrics we would love to integrate with, and I have already spoken to Abhishek. Maybe during the deal
Perfect.
period or later on, we'll definitely consider it.
And I will follow up with the question we just received in chat since it's relevant. Sync Spider integration.
Sure. So all the deals that were available on PitchGround, wherever we have synergy, we are open. Like all the founders, we are open to work together. So yeah, stay tuned. A lot of interesting integrations will be coming in the next couple of days.
Perfect. Will you be adding Etsy, eBay, or Amazon?
So Etsy, eBay, and Amazon, there's a bit of challenge in terms of data sharing from these platforms. So from like the initial research that we have done, Amazon is not sharing customer data, which is very key for our analytics. I'm not sure about Etsy, but I think eBay has a similar limitation. So if we find a workaround legally within these limitations to integrate with them, we'll definitely do that. But for now, the focus is on like mainstream e-commerce platforms.
All right. Next question. What kind of data is available if you connect Facebook ads account?
So as of now, once you connect Facebook ads account, you will be able to monitor your campaigns, like click-through rate, CPC, the spend, impressions that you get. But as I said, the audience is also coming, and a new holistic dashboard to like track the performance across your channels is also coming. So it is good that you connect your account now. Will in backend, a lot of processes are analyzing this data and will give you a lot better insights if you're connected your ad accounts with Shopper. And it makes
Great.
your life easier to like track all the matrices without going to Facebook ads dashboard.
Hi, and link to the roadmap.
Yes, let me share it with you.
Just send it in chat and Zoom, and I will paste it here.
Yeah.
Are you sending it?
Yeah, just a moment.
Guys, feel free to ask questions. There will be another batch of questions after we answer these first questions. All right, got the roadmap. Okay, I think that this will be easier if I will just post it into the... So this is the link. Let me post it here. I'm posting it into the chat in Facebook and also on YouTube. All right, next question. Is it possible to connect Thrive card also?
Not yet. This is the first request that we have received for Thrive card. But if there are a lot of people who are using it, we'll definitely consider.
Are you going to add more e-commerce store and email systems besides the ones you had showed us?
Yes. So we have already received requests for MooSend. MooSend is prioritized in the first next release. You can see on the roadmap, within next 3 months. And then based on so we are considering other platforms like Klaviyo and the popular marketing email platforms that people use. In terms of marketing channels, I think for now we will focus on Facebook and Google as we really want to uh, do well there. But Google Analytics is also into consideration because a lot of insights from Google Analytics that we can use to give you better insight. So Google Analytics is also will be coming.
All right. And I think we have a... No, that's it. That was the last question we've received. So let me stop sharing. Let me check if we have more questions on YouTube and Facebook. Nope, I see many people are watching, but guys, you're not asking questions. I see 50 people are still online. So guys, if you have some questions, please, right now it's the best time to ask. So go on and ask us questions if you have any about Shoppr, and we'll get back to you. So before we will receive some questions, if any, Nikunj, so what are the things you are working on right now in Shoppr team? What are the most priority things?
So performance is the one thing. So we want to everyone to have really great experience on Shoppr. So we are every day improving the performance of the data syncing process, all the dashboards and stuff like them. Second, we are also bringing customer profiles. So you'll
Yes.
be actually see individual customer profile, their behavioral patterns, their order histories and stuff like that. If you go to roadmap, you will see also I have added a couple of wireframes that we have done it internally. You will find them there. Individual profiles for products as well. So if you want to analyze the performance of a product, you can actually click on that product and go and see what has been when the product was introduced, how many people have bought it, and then stuff like that, right? Those two things. Then a holistic dashboard for your campaigns. So a single dashboard where you can have multiple marketing channels, track performance, and stuff like that. Uh, and then we are also going to bring white label PDF reports. This is specifically relevant to agencies who are going to buy Shoppr. So you'll be able to send reports to your customers with your logo and with a beautiful report all to your customers from Shoppr itself. Plus creating audiences on Facebook, that is also coming up. And we are also considering to bring team accounts. So right now it is a single user single account. we are going to allow you to like have sub users and access to particular stores to them and stuff like that. Right. So these are like currently top priorities. This will be shipped within like next 3 months, and then there's a short-term roadmap like ROI tracking for your ad campaigns, Google Analytics, Zapier, and other integrations. We are also going to publish our app on Shopify App Store, BigCommerce App Store, and stuff like that.
Do you hear me?
Now I can hear.
All
I
right,
did not.
I was muted. All right,
Okay.
guys, so you can check the roadmap here. I pasted the link into the chat pretty much everywhere we are live, except Zoom. So I'm pasting it into for people on Zoom as well.
And there's a voting feature available on each of these, so you can actually log in and vote for particular thing. So you will see like on customer profile there's one vote right now. So if you want a
Great.
particular feature, like all of the requests that will be coming in from PitchGround community, we'll add them on a feature request tab, and you can actually vote for those features, and we will prioritize based on that.
All right, we have a question here. This question was from Amit. Cat flows integration.
Cat flows, we will check it out. We have received this first request for cat flows, so I'll have to check it out.
All right. And question here from Mohammed. Is it possible to segment customers and export it as a separate email list to Mailchimp?
Right now, you can like have customer segments and export them as a CSV. Mailchimp will be available soon, so you'll be able to like one click create a mailing list from Shoppr itself. But CSV is available right now, so you can like actually import that in Mailchimp. It allows that.
Perfect. Let me check if we have some more questions. Guys, we're slowly coming to the end. So if you have last questions, please right now ask them and we'll get them answered. We'll be live for a couple more minutes and then we'll go offline. But of course, you can still reach out to, is it support at Shoppr.ai?
Yeah, support at Shoppr.ai.
All right. So
And
guys, if you have more questions after we end the webinar, you can either ask in our Facebook group or you can reach out to support at Shoppr.ai. It's not com, it's AI because, well, artificial intelligence. All right. Nikunj, I don't see any other questions, but let's wait for a second for maybe some people who are still formulating it in their heads, so we'll get them answered and then we will go offline. What is the time in India, by the way, right now?
right now it is almost 9 p.m.
How much?
9 p.m.
Right,
8:30.
yeah, we are doing it a little bit earlier. Normally we do it in 9:30, right?
Right, right.
Right. But yeah, thanks a lot for being here that late with us. All right. I don't see any other questions. Let me check. Nope, nothing. So guys, thanks a lot for joining. Let me show you where you can grab Shoppr. So let me share my screen. All right, guys. So it's oh, I clicked something. I have so many windows open. So guys, it's a pitchground.com/products/Shoppr. It will take you to this website, and as you can see, the base price starts at $49 and will get you a lifetime access for Shoppr. There are multiple plans available. So this is the regular plan for $49, and you will get $250,000 limit in annual sales revenue. You will get unlimited store connect and unlimited channels, omnichannel dashboard. You can track more than 40 different metrics about your e-commerce store and about your customers. You can user-defined success metric. What exactly does it mean? I know that I was discussing this with team, but can you elaborate on that? What exactly does it mean?
So the goals that users can define. So we call it as a success metrics because actually it defines your success, right? So for us, it is your success metrics that you are defining. So you can create based on like, so if there's, let's say, Black Friday season is coming and you want to track all the sales between, let's say, 15 to 20 days, you can create a user defined goal for that 15 to 20 days for your customers products or sales, and it will track it for you, so you like at the glance of your dashboard you know
Right.
what is the progress and stuff like that.
Great. Customer segmentation and customer shifts, priority email and chat support, and of course 60-day refund policy. Guys, don't forget to check this video. It's freaking amazing. This guy is great when it comes to creating funny videos and instructional videos as well. So you can check it on pitchground.com/products/Shoppr. All right, then there's agency add-on pack, but we'll get back to it later. Another plan. $79, which comes with 500,000 limit in annual sales, and rest of the features are completely the same as a first one. And then there's agency plan for $245 lifetime, and you can get a 2 million limit in annual sales revenue. So if you're a big shot already, 7-figure entrepreneur in ecom, this plan is for you. And of course, all the features, you will get all the features there as well. Now let's get back to the add-on. So the add-on for $50 is only for the last plan, for the agency plan. And it will add unlimited, it will add 500,000 limits in annual sales revenue. So if you're doing more than $2 million per year, you should buy this add-on pack as well, because it will add additional 500K, and you can stack it unlimited, infinite times. So if you're doing 100 billion, you just need to buy enough of these add-ons and you'll be good. So guys, once again, it's pitchground.com/products/Shoppr. Make sure you will check it and you will check what plan goes for your needs. And if you have any questions, if you're not decided yet, it's completely fine. And just reach out to us, reach out to Shoppr team, and we'll get back to you and answer all of your questions. So guys, that's it. Nikunj, thanks a lot for this amazing presentation again, for this very thorough preparation. I really appreciate it. And I'm very excited to see where we can take this launch. And everybody, thanks a lot for joining. Nikunj, is there anything you would like to say?
No, I think I look forward to talking to a lot of customers, and if they need help with anything, I'm there to help you out, set up, understand matrices, any questions that you have regarding Shoppr or the roadmap or any feedback, feel free to reach out to us, and let's do something amazing together.
Absolutely. Let's crash it. All right, Nikunj, thanks a lot. Good night. And for everybody who are watching, good morning, good evening, or good noon, wherever you live. All right, so till next time, guys. Bye.
Till next time. Bye-bye. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone.